Hello, sweeties. Thank you for coming to Love Out Loud with Lisa. I love when we're together. I hope you do too. Well, sweeties, I hope that you are just having the most unbelievably great week so far, that everything is just smooth sailing. And if there's been a couple of hiccups, I understand, honey. I've had a couple myself. But you know what, sweeties? I never give my joy away to a hiccup, and I hope you won't either. I really don't. My mantra since I was like really young has been, joy is a choice and I choose joy. But I really do. I actually really do. And I hope you will too. Well, today I want to talk to you about something that's so exciting. I know I say that every time because everything is a little bit exciting, you know. If you woke up today, that's pretty exciting. But what I wanted to talk to you about was Jeff and I just last week celebrated our 42nd wedding anniversary. I know, right? That's a really long time. And you know what, sweeties? In some ways, I can't really remember life before him as an adult. And in other ways, it seems like that. But anyways, 42 years, honey, 42 years. So, what I wanted to talk to you about was, I have shared with a lot of you in the past that Jeff and I have had some really big stuff, just like I'm sure a whole lot of you. But you know what, sweetie? We've weathered it basically because of two things. We allowed Jesus to help us, and we didn't play the blame game. When things go wrong, and they're going to, we've lost 2 homes, one to bankruptcy, and not because we were irresponsible, but in 2008, we lost a business due to the economy, and our home was tied to that business. And as most of you know from a previous testimony and episode, we lost that home in 2008, and then we lost a home to a hurricane in 2016. That's just 2 of the little things, honey. Just the little things. Jeff has been fighting blindness since he was 11 years old, and he's doing great. The doctors say he's as very stable, that it's almost a miracle that he's as stable as he is. And he does have extremely limited vision, but he does remarkably well with what little he has. And you know what, sweetie? I just want you guys to know what the Lord allowed us to do last week. It's kind of like a little miracle. Okay. I know I've told you guys that we always loved, I'm not gonna lie, loved cruising. And I was a 32-year teacher, and he was an electrician. So not big money in there, but you know, good living, good little life. But when he began to really go blind, he did have to retire early. And I only taught, I say only, it was a privilege, but I taught Christian, so I didn't have like, you know, a big payday or anything. At 32 years, I topped out at 28. I thought that was pretty good till somebody told me it wasn't. Sometimes ignorance really is bliss, and just leave it alone. But after we retired just 4 years ago, we were like, okay, we can book a cruise and make payments. And then however long you need to make payments on it, you can do that. You just have to pay for it like 30 days before you go. So even if you just book just a little $500 or $600 one, you could book it 8 months out and just make little payments that you can actually easily do, or fairly easily. So anyways, that's what we did, right? So we went on 3. And every time we'd finish one, before we'd even get off the ship, we'd book another one. Because it was like a really, really, really special thing. So then 3 years ago, last August, we just went to book one. And I just kind of felt like, don't do that right now. So I was like, okay, won't do it right now. But I'm going to do it really soon. But anyways, a couple of days, actually about a week passed by, and I just really felt like, don't do that. I've got something else for you. And anytime I start feeling kind of troubled in my spirit, I always try to listen. I really do. So we're at our little morning devotions, and Jeff was like, I need to tell you something that I kind of feel, and I dread it, because you're not going to like it. And I was like, God, what is it? And he goes, I don't know if I can tell you. And I was like, oh, good grief, what in the world? And then I said, well, I've kind of got to tell you something, and I can't even believe I'm going to say it. He goes, you go first. I said, I feel like that instead of making payments on cruises, we should make payments on mission trips. And he goes, oh, thank the Lord. He goes, that's the way I feel too. And I was like, are you serious? He goes, yeah. He goes, I've just been feeling like it's not that there's anything wrong with that. And if you can do both, woo woo. That's really great. But we would take a mission trip about every 2 or 3 years. And if I'm honest, it was almost like a novelty. Like, oh, we're going to go and do some good for a week. And don't get me wrong, we did. But I could just feel the Lord going, I want you to travel with a purpose. There's not anything in the world wrong with what you did, but I just want you to make payments on mission trips. So we went to our church and we talked to him about setting up a little fund. And so now for 3 years, last August, we make payments monthly on future mission trips. And then whenever one comes up, we're kind of ready, because our little motto is, the answer's yes. What's the question? And sweeties, we have traveled more in the last 3 years than we could have ever even come close to on our own. And we have gotten to be a part of helping so many people. Probably a few thousand people. I mean, we only play a small part. We're just 2 little people. But what the Lord has allowed us to be a part of is unbelievable. I know I shared this with you guys about a year ago, but I carry a picture in my Bible, and it's just a little girl, and she has a teddy bear in her hand, and Jesus is going like that. And she goes, but I love it. And it goes like that. But behind his back, he has a giant bear. You can't outgive God, sweetie. Whatever you give to him when he does ask, oh my goodness, honey, he will bless you so much. So let me tell you what happened. Our adult children are aware of how much we loved cruising and how we dedicated our life to short-term missions, and we're happy to do it. It's the best. But they stepped in last week and gave us a 4-day cruise for our 42nd wedding anniversary. And for 4 days, we just celebrated each other. I'm sorry. You can't outgive God, sweetie. Don't be afraid to trust him. He's unbelievable. I'm going to have to go. I am extremely emotional today. But I hope this has been a blessing to you. You all are such a blessing to me. Please tell your friends about Love Out Loud with Lisa, and please come back. And please don't be afraid to completely trust him. He won't let you down. I love you guys, and I'll see you very soon.